Okay. Okay, hello everybody. Here for another impromptu little mini live. I'm going to be doing this tutorial in two parts. First part will be the sketch portion because I will be doing a little interlude to go and have some dinner with the family. And so I'm going to do the sketch portion first so that you have some time to sketch the piece that we're going to be painting for tonight's impromptu live tutorial. I will say that there will be a giveaway attached to this one for a very, very specific prize. You guys just saw the post that was dropped today from Heather. It is East Coast Santorini Sales' 2-year birthday anniversary. It's insane. I cannot believe it's been 2 years. Jesus. That's a very, very quick 2 years. So it's going to be a very, very fun-filled week, and I'm starting it off this week with a tutorial. So I have a little bit of time right now, and I will be doing the sketch for it. So this portion of it is going to be very quick, not really going to be stop and go. It's going to be a sort of a faster pace, just at a pace that I would explain it without having to stop and wait for people to catch up. So you have some time to get this sketched out. It's going to be real quick, really easy, promise. So I'm working with a 4-incher today. It is very symmetrically shaped. I know it's just a little bit easier, I think, sometimes for people to visualize it. But if not, just look at the shape of your rock, and as always, try to map out, as give yourself enough space to work with. So what we're going to be doing today is going to be a cauldron. And so it's going to be the cauldron here, and then it's going to be a full face. Well, not a full, like a half face. She's like peeking into it. It's going to be a little bit of like Pixar animation style with a little witch hat. It's a little girl, super cute, big green eyes, curly brown hair. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by drawing our cauldron, right? I don't want to go halfway up the rock. I'm going to be going pretty fairly low. And it's just a half circle. So if you're not good at drawing circles, get something big, like, that's going to measure it. I'm going to go from corner to corner, though. If you have, like, an oblong type of rock, let me show you an example. Hold on. I'm going to go get one of my little uneven Santorinis over here. Maybe it's better if I do it on an even one. Just for... what do you guys think? Maybe I will do it on an uneven Santorini just so that it kind of shows. I'm not too sure. Okay, I guess let's try it on one of these instead of so you get more of a realistic look. Because I know that not everybody has like a perfect square canvas, right? Okay, so we're going to go from end to end. And again, I'm not taking up the whole rock, just a little bit. And remember, you're not married to the sketch. You are not married to the sketch. Lift up your rock. Make sure that you're looking at it correct, because right now I'm at an angle. Make sure that you're looking at it correctly. It's taking up just a little bit of the bottom of the rock. And from this, I am going to be creating a second line, which is going to be the edge of the cauldron. Hold on, let me see who's here. Hey, Heather. Hello, Jen. Hello, CK. Julie. Sierra. Is it a ghosty? It is a ghosty on my thumb. Look, so, yeah, my nails are kind of, like, weird right now. They're very, very chipped, and, but it is a little ghosty. It's a little sticker. It's a little nail sticker. I'm surprised it hasn't fallen off, if I'm being honest. I got it off of Shein. A little nail sticker. I like to buy cute little stuff like that because me and my daughter like to do our nails together. So, all right. Yeah, whatever. This is going to be covered with paint. All of this is going to be covered with paint, so it doesn't have to be perfect, right? All right. So from here, I'm going to go directly up in the center of my cauldron. Okay. We're just going to map out a very thin line going straight up. It doesn't have to be like, paper straight, because this is just your guide. Think of this as your guide. I want to give myself enough room to show off a witch hat. So think about maybe this is 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 of your rock. Think about 1/3. I'm just going to draw a little line here, and this is just going to be my guide for my witch, right? Here we are. This is where our point is. So this is going to be where the hat is. So that means that this and this is going to be the space to hold her face and a part of her hair. Think of that. So how am I going to teach this? Hold on. You guys already know I'm looking at the picture myself, trying to figure out how I would teach somebody to draw this. So I'm going to give myself an edge around here, you know, give myself some space. So let's say that this is where I want her face to be. Okay. It's giving me enough room to give her some hair around her. And I'm going to come back up here and meet myself up here. And I'm just kind of picturing where I'm going to round out her face. Faces are very hard, so bear with me on this tutorial. It might be a bumpy ride. So we're going to go up from here. And let's kind of round it out. Round it out. It's not a straight line down. It's just a little bit like a, you know, like a rounded out. And then, you know, start working on it if you want to round her out a little bit more. You don't want a full circle either, okay? That's not the look we're going for here. Not a full circle. So you don't have to grab something, but like, you know, to trace it, like a prop or something to trace it with. And then from here, I'm going to portion off a top portion here for her hair. So let's say that this whole area is going to be the bangs underneath her little witchy hat, right? I'm going to go ahead and create some waviness here. This is going to be part of her hair, and it's going to come down here. So notice how I went up past my center line here, and it's coming down here. So the rest of this is just going to be crazy hair. We're going to do this in the paint portion of the tutorial. But now we have a face. Now we have a section for her face, right? So you could just do little waves here so that you like tell yourself this is where her hair is going to be. And all of that's going to be black. And we're just going to go in straight black around here and just go fill it in, right? So from here, we want to give her a cute little button nose. Remember that this is only half of her face. So I might end up lowering some of these bangs down here. This is only about half of her face. And I'm going to start with the nose here. This is where her little nose is going to be, a little bit above the cauldron. And we're just going to do a cute little button nose. Think of those little gumdrop candies. And it's right in the center where her little line is. We already drew our little center line. So from here, let's cut our section in half. This is where the face ends. This is where the middle is. We're going to cut it in half. Draw your little imaginary line. It looks a little bit like one of those little clown paintings. That's okay. It's Halloween. So from here, I'm going to go off a little bit to the side. This is the center. So where the center of the rock and the center of her face is, the center of the split. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? We're going to go up from here. Maybe give yourself like a little V point of where your eyes are going to begin. And also where the eyebrows are. So like I said, this is a face tutorial. I don't do them very often because I don't think ever. I think this is only my second face tutorial because they're a little bit hard to explain how to teach somebody from a beginner standpoint. So bear with me. It's fine. We'll get there. We always do. From here, let's come down a little bit. Where the edge of her hair is going to end, I'm going to darken this up so that you guys can see. I don't usually sketch that dark, but desperate times calls for desperate measures. Let's raise her eyebrow here, and let's meet somewhere close to here. So hi, here's my eyebrow. Let's come over here. Remember that the eyebrows are sisters. They're not twins. They don't have to look the same. Okay? Maybe one is a little bit more curious than the other. This is where the eyebrows are going to go, right underneath the hair. This one might be covered with a little bit of curls. But the reason we're putting the eyebrows down now is so that you know how big to make your eyes. So we're going just a little bit of a distance. Remember, the eyes have to be in between the eyebrows and the nose. And these are going to be little twinsies. So it might take a little bit of practicing. Let's start by going up. Let's go up maybe about here. This is the portion. We're going to start to curve it in. Bring it around town about halfway. Here's the halfway line between this line and this line. Bring it around town. Let's bring it in. Now that we have one eye, let's look across the pond over here. And if it helps you, let's draw a little line to give yourself some space, right? You want to make sure that you are hitting all your points. All of these little extra lines we're going to be erasing, and then we'll work from there. So halfway line, give yourself your little halfway point, come over here, draw your line, and this one's going to go quick, I said, because I got maybe about 5 minutes before my family comes back home and it's chaos in here, okay? So now we have a good little section for our eyeball, right? Let me see if I can just record it with my hand because you guys are here like this. Okay. If it's shaky, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit hungry. Okay. So we started off here. We're going to go up, curve it around. And remember that you have time to work on it. You have time to fix, erase. And even if you feel like they are not even when you're done sketching them, you still have time to fix it in paint. Like, you're not married to your sketch. That pencil has an eraser for a reason. Use it. See how I went up and slightly over here? So let's go up and slightly over. And just work on it until you feel like your eyes are a little bit even. If they're not, that's okay. I can teach you how to shade it so that they look semi-even, right? So far, this is where I'm at with my little girl. All of this is going to be pink rosy cheeks. Honestly, most of the face is going to be just working on the blending, the shading, all of the good stuff, right? And then from here, we're going to do the eyes. So it's just going to be a big circle, a big half circle. Big half circle, leaving some space for the white down here. These eyes are a little bit off. That eraser is dirty. And that's basically it. That's for the sketch portion, I mean. The rest of it we will do in paint. Oh, the hat. Okay, so the hat, from here, we're going to come down to the middle. And then let's curve it out like that. And create your point. That is going to be the sketch. So this is what we're going to paint later tonight. You have time to fix it up, erase your lines, make it pretty. You don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need this. It will be as soon as my family goes up. You don't need this. As soon as we finish eating dinner and my kids, my husband go upstairs, I will be coming on. I will give like a 15-minute warning. It will probably mostly be around 6 o'clock, if I'm being honest. Because this is going to have a lot of blending, a lot of shading. Work on those eyes. Work on trying to get them as even as you can. Round them out. This gives you a little bit of time for some fun tonight. I know it's going to be busy with auctions. I'm sorry. This is the only time that I'm able to squeeze in this week. It's a very, very busy week for me. I have a lot of things going on. It's my daughter's birthday week. It's my husband's official last week of drill sergeant duty. So he has like a whole ceremony this week. It's just a lot going on. So this is truly the only time that I had. Otherwise, I really wouldn't do this on an auction Sunday because I know that everybody's busy. But it is just a week. So I will see you guys later on tonight, and you will have some time to do this. I'm just going to let you know now that the giveaway is going to be for a custom painting of mine. I know that I had advertised it on my Gibby Rocks art page that I will be doing a giveaway for one this week in this group, and this is going to be it for the 2-year anniversary. So join me later for some fun, and I will catch up with you guys soon.